Crown Jewel predictions. Let's get to it. Starting with the presumed opener, Roman Reigns versus Bronson Reed in an Australian street fight, aka a street fight, aka a no holds barred match, aka a no DQ match. There's just so many ways you can phrase it at this point. Just call it a no DQ match. Okay, it's simple. Anyway, let's talk about the match. This kind of came out of nowhere. Kind of did it in the last 2 weeks, which isn't all that bad. It's just why kind of came out of nowhere. But I kind of think, since I'm pretty sure the next PLE after this, it's not Saturday night's main event, don't count, but the night PLE is Survivor Series, so I'm going to lean them building War Games here. I think this is the match to do it. Well, in the Cody and Seth one, but I think Cody isn't going to be involved in that. I think it's going to be Roman, CM Punk, Jay, LA Knight, whoever would be the fourth member over there. I don't know. We'll see. But I think this is the match they're going to use to build it. I think they're going to have the same thing happen again. Roman Reigns wins because I don't think Bronson Reed is beating Roman. He isn't getting a pin on him. He's not. Roman Reigns is not getting pinned by Bronson Reed. So I think Roman Reigns wins. That's my prediction. However, after the match, Braun Breaker comes out. Bronson Reed packs him up. But then this time, I think Jimmy comes out first. Then Jay. And they start brawling, yada, yada, yada. And then either the fourth member gets revealed, or just those three versus those two for now. And then on Raw, we get a continuation of that will lead into War Games, inserting Seth into the situation, inserting Punk. And that's how we start building up to it. I think that's how it's going to go. I just don't see Bronson Reed beating Roman. Granted, it is a street fight, so technically there's no rules, no disqualification, so he could technically pull a loophole where Bronson Reed packs him up and then Braun Breaker packs him up and then they kind of pin them together, kind of thing. Not together, but Bronson Reed gets the pin that way, so he technically pins him, but he didn't win clean. It's not going to be a clean win for him if he does. There's going to be a super convoluted Jey Uso misses him and it accidentally hits Roman, which leads to a spear or a tsunami or something. I don't know, something along those lines. It's not going to be clean, but overall, I just think Roman Reigns is just going to get the win, and then he gets packed up afterwards. I think that's the plan. So my prediction, Roman Reigns gets the win. Next up, women's title match. Title versus title. Stephanie Raquel versus Tiffany Stratton. I'm not gonna lie, it's a little bit off note here. I'm kind of getting bored of this Tiffany Stratton reign a little bit. It's not bad by any means. It's just, it's just Nia versus Tiffany and Jade versus Tiffany and Nia versus Jade versus Tiffany. It's kind of this. It's been the same two opponents. Yeah, you had the Trish Stratus match, but that was months ago, and she isn't around anymore. So it's what are we doing? So that's a little off note. But talking about the match, I think they're gonna give it to Stephanie. I think she needs to win more. Build her up to the next level of champions, if that makes sense. I probably didn't, but I think she needs to win more. I don't think Tiffany needs to win. I think she gains nothing from winning. Granted, neither of them. Well, Stephanie could kind of gain something, and that solidify her as the champion, as she's the one going forward, and they're going to build a division around her and Rhea and Lyra going forward. You can do the same thing with Tiffany, but at this point, she is who she is. I don't think you can really improve her too much, if that makes any sense. She's kind of there. Even if she does win, she's going right back to Jade and Nia, and it's just been this thing. They are building up this thing with Julia, but we need like an actual non-champion challenger coming up, and Bianca is still injured. We don't know what's going on her finger. Praise to her. Hopefully she's doing okay, but like, I don't know. I think my winner is going to be Stephanie Becker. I think she needs to win tomorrow. I think this is going to be the shortest match of the night. I don't think it's going to go on particularly too long. I said like 5 to 10 minutes around there. This match is going to be, I don't think it's going to be too long. Prediction, Stephanie Becker. Next up, tag match, banger. This is going to be a banger. I'm loving the story. This Asuka versus Io thing, and they're going to inevitably have their match, and Kairi's being in the middle of it, and Rhea being the catalyst for all this happening. I'm loving the little centipede thing getting bigger and bigger, which is like some kind of symbolism. I'm loving it. Kairi is going to snap eventually. I don't know if it's going to be here. Alright, and they can do like an Asuka versus Io one-on-one match with Kairi being like the special guest referee. That would be cinema. Right? That would be amazing. I don't think they're going to do that quite yet or at all, but like, imagine though. But for this match, who do I see winning? On one hand, Rhea does not lose very often. she doesn't lose, right? I don't foresee her getting pinned at all. So it comes down to, do I see Io getting pinned in this match? And honestly, I don't. I would love to see Asuka and Kairi get the win. I think that would elevate the story a bit more and push it further and forward. But I think from the way Triple H books the women's division, I don't see either of Io or Rhea getting pinned in this match. I just don't. I don't see them getting pinned. I would want them to lose, like I said, but like, just the history has shown me Rhea does not lose very often, and Io does not lose very often, cleanly. So if they were to do that, it would be through like the blue mist, right, and they're spitting in the eye, and that leads to like a roll up or something where they technically get the win, but like, you know, it wasn't clean. So I think Io and Rhea get the win. That's my prediction. But if they were to win, Asuka and Kairi, it would be through cheating or the mist. It was just still cheating. So yeah, prediction: Io and Rhea get the win. And then we have the controversial AJ Styles versus John Cena. The reason why this is controversial, I said this build has been terrible. And boy, did y'all light me up in the comments. You were saying it's not a feud, it's more of a showcase. They don't need it. It's Cena versus AJ. I get it. Trust me, I get it. I don't know if I said this in the video or not, but you know, I'm going to love this match. I would love to see this happening, right? I would have loved to see like something, you know what I mean? But the promo packages did enough. Those 2 little 5-second promos did enough. It is what it is. But as my winner, this is John Cena's retirement tour, but AJ did announce he is retiring next year as well. So his retirement tour has officially begun as well. Cena only has, what, 4 dates left? The thing is this, 2 more Raws, Survivor Series, and then his last match was 5, well 4 after this. So, do I see him losing before his last match? I don't think I do. They could go with the storyline where he's like losing over and over and over, and that leads up to his final match and he gets his win. That's an option. But I just don't see John Cena losing twice in a row. I don't see him losing twice. This match is gonna be great. It's gonna be a banger. Was it the Royal Rumble match? That was a 5-star classic where they didn't even leave the ring once. Oh, I love that match so much. I don't think it's gonna be as good as that. I think John Cena kind of took a step back in the ring a little bit. He isn't bad by any means, but you know, he isn't the John Cena of 2017. Definitely not the John Cena of 2017. But I don't know how this match is gonna go. I do think John Cena is gonna get the win. I think it will be clean. I don't think it's going to be like cheating or anything. John Cena and AJ are both baby faces, unless one of them turns heel. But like, This is AJ's retirement tour as well. I don't see him. I did say that about John, but I kind of AJ is kind of weird, right? He can turn heel, and people will still love him for it, right? People will still cheer for him. Kind of people did the same thing with John, but like I think AJ's a little. I think people will accept AJ being a heel more than they can accept John being. If that makes sense. I don't know if that makes sense or what I'm trying to say is being conveyed, but I think AJ as a heel feels natural. So they could go with the heel turn. I don't think that's going to happen. He is going for a tag championship with the babyface, I think, next week or on Raw. So it's like, how would that work? So I don't think it's going to be that. It's going to be a clean one-on-one, no shenanigans, let the best man win kind of match. And I think I'm going to have to go with John. I don't see him losing before his last match. I did say that before the Brock match as well. But I think after the Brock match, I think he's going to have a different kind of energy to him. I think he's going to come out with the dog in him. You feel me? Like straight, it is what it is. If I die, I die kind of attitude. So I think John Cena gets the win. Like I said, it's going to be a great match. I would not be surprised if AJ got the win either. I would not be surprised. But yeah, prediction, John Cena. And in the presumable main event, Cody Rhodes, Seth Rollins. Who is the better champion? They're building this south side of the story with like Paul Heyman. Paul Heyman is actually being involved now, which is like Paul Heyman is part of the story. He's like, yo, if you lose, I'm going to start questioning, why am I with you? Right? You lose to one dude 4 times in a row. Why am I with you? And that's kind of like the story they're trying to tell you. That Seth kind of feels the need to beat him. Right? Even though his status as a champion wouldn't really change. If he loses, it's just his ego would not let him lose. And I love that. I love it. And a win for Seth kind of solidifies him a little. Not him, but like it gives his title reign a little bit of a different energy, right? If he loses, it's like Cody has his number. He's 0-4. It doesn't hurt him at all. It's Seth Rollins. Right? The Vision is still the most dominant thing in WWE right now, but that doesn't really affect him at all. It's just if he loses, he's gonna snap. But I kind of want to see that happen. I kind of want to see it a Seth Rollins going through an identity crisis. That would be crazy. Not necessarily an identity crisis, but like losing his mind, and that can lead to Cody being involved in War Games somehow, some way. That could be a thing, right? That can be the catalyst of getting Cody into the War Games match if that's the direction they want to do. I don't think that's the direction they want to do, but I would not be surprised if they did go that direction. But I think Seth just gets the win. I think Seth, they're building this up. They keep saying 3-0, 3-0, 3-0. Right? So I guess him winning would be like the red herring. Like, yeah, he's obviously going to win. He's obviously going to get his 3-1 in the quadrilogy. What comes out the trilogy? Quadrilogy? I don't know. The 4. Okay, best of 4. Okay. They could go down that route. I don't know. My prediction for who wins this match, I think, is going to be Seth. Simply because I'm changing. I think Cody's going to win. I think my prediction is going to be Cody. Simply because they're building up this storyline of Paul Heyman not being trustworthy after he loses, right? Like, he's like, yo, why am I with you? And then you have Braun, when Seth went away for his fake injury, he was kind of taking over, and in the first couple of weeks of him being back, you can kind of see a couple loose side eyes, and him being more and more, unruly, uncontrollable. And if he loses, you get to see more of that, and how they're still going to view Seth as a champion. He's still the champ, don't get me wrong. He's not like he's losing the championship or anything. It's just, I think if he loses, we're going to see more of that. Just more of uncontrollable Braun and untrustworthy Heyman at the same time. And seeing how Seth would react to that through him losing. I think that would be really, really, really entertaining and interesting. I think the only way to do that is to have him lose again to Cody. So my prediction, Cody Rhodes gets the win. And those are my predictions. Let me know if you agree. Do you disagree? Let me know in the comments. Are you going to watch Crown Jewel tomorrow? I am. It's 8 a.m. It's going to be early. Hey, drink water. Have a good day. Bye.